Yep, there you go. Well, this all starting out here, 1800 block of Browns Road, and it started actually across the street. Vinny's kind of showing you where it started. That's actually mulch right there. So how the fire got started, this might have just been natural causes. That's actually mulch right there. The wind's blowing, a little bit of embers, got across the street and got into what they're calling a pallet yard, and then it just exploded into flames. There are a lot of buildings very, very close by, a lot of black smoke being put out as well. San Bernardino Fire Department down there right now trying to slow the progress of this fire. There's some trucks have actually caught fire. Anything that was nearby that pallet yard just kind of caught, just from the heat. The fire just started. You can see what's left of one of those trucks right there was just parked on the side of the road. They have a car across the way. You have to get an idea how far away that vehicle actually is from those actual flames. That roadway, probably about 16 feet, maybe more, the car next to it. That shows you the intensity of the heat from this fire. That's such a distance away. Those cars are literally smoking from that heat. Firefighters on the ground. We haven't heard any aerial assets making their way out here. Now, the fire department, they are doing what they can to contain this fire, to keep it just in that yard. As we get a little bit wider, just real quick, I don't want to get too far away from the flames. There's a lot of black smoke going up and a lot of embers, and we've already been talking about all these problems with the embers. Out here, the wind, not so drastic. The smoke column almost going straight up, but it is carrying embers. A lot of brush in that riverbed right there. I'm sure firefighters are going to keep an eye on that as well. As we know right now, no evacuations to any of the buildings nearby, but you can see what the firefighters are dealing with out here in the Riverside area. Bobby, Marla?
Anybody up on San Bernardino fire frequency here? 13020.
Well, the winds, I can tell you, they are kicking up again, Bobby. There's no doubt about it. I'm just fascinated with those vehicles that are just smoking right there on that roadway. You got to see how far away they are from the actual flames, and that what you're seeing right there is just, just heat. Basically melting the paint off, and that one truck actually starting to catch fire. A little bit of rubber on the windows, probably anything that could burn is going to start catching fire, and it is good distance from the actual flames themselves. We saw what looked to be, we can't tell you for sure because it is completely destroyed, is there looked to be a building inside there as well. Might have been an outhouse type of a situation, or a shed that was protecting some of that wood that's there. This part is what they're calling is the pallet fire. This is going to be the pallet fire portion of the fire. Something just exploded right there. You just saw the huge ball of fire just erupt in that one corner, and there you can see what looks to be part of some sort of shed. But the fire itself, the fire department, they're not going to go in and try to save what's in the middle of this fire. That is just gone. They're just going to let that fuel burn itself out. They're going to try to get around it and keep it from getting into any of these buildings nearby. It is an industrial area. As we're panning along there, you can actually see some of those firefighters, and the buildings are a little bit farther away from the actual fire itself. That one right there, probably the closest one, but you did see, there you go, that's a smart idea. They're going to start moving some of these tanker trucks out of the way. but you did see how the flames were, you know, those vehicles are not right next to the fire. So it gives you an idea how much heat is being made by these flames this afternoon. And of course, a little bit of wind blowing that heat in that direction. Those cars catching fire. Looks like there's an actual a truck in there, a crane inside that yard as well. So this fire is going to be extremely difficult for the fire department to actually put out. Even when the bulk of the fire is out, they're going to have to bring in dozers and make sure that there is no embers. And bringing up those embers or those hot spots, that is going to be a huge concern for these firefighters out here. I am sure they're going to keep an eye out for any spot fires in any of the vegetation nearby downwind from this, because this is going to be putting out a lot of embers. It is getting up high in the atmosphere, and then of course with the winds we're having, this is not what anybody wants to see near them.
Everybody up on 123, 425, San Bernardino.
$25 knots. What? Yeah, they are. The truck caught fire. It is, isn't it? From the heat. I remember one time when I was a stringer, I was at a furniture factory fire. What was that? Yeah, I was at a furniture factory fire, and it was crazy. Like the trash cans, I was walking through there, and trash cans just fell apart. They just melted. Why are we losing IFB? Wow. Do what you need to do. Simon Desk, just letting you know, I'm using your radio for IFB. If you need to get a hold of me, just use the interrupt on the show. I don't have access to Freak One. There we go. I'm sorry about that, guys. Ooh. Yep. Yes. Well, we're just keeping an eye on what's going on. We're looking to see those other fire trucks starting to arrive out here. When we first arrived, there was just maybe 3-4 engines. Those firefighters tasked with an enormous job. You can see some more engines arriving right now. It's no amount of water that they can put on this to actually slow this to the point where it's going to be out anytime soon. In this shot, though, you can kind of see how the mechanics of this fire started. That's going to be a mulch area. That's going to be the vegetation part of the fire that they were talking about early on. So the fire started over here, embers making their way across Brown Street. That's what the 1800 block of Brown, and then they said across the street, that's what was across the street was a pallet yard or a business that was dealing with pallets, and that is completely burned right there. There is nothing standing in that area anymore. And we were also watching as the heat was basically catching cars on fire just across the street. One of those trucks now, really a pickup truck, really involved in fire. Next door, one of the businesses doing the smart move there, moving their tanker trucks out of the way. Even though they are a little bit farther from those flames, just don't know. The wind shifts, something happens, it could be devastating for that business as well. There are warehouses nearby. Fire department aware of all those situations, and they're going to do structure protection. But take a look at that, how quickly this fire just engulfed this entire yard, and the heat that's being put out, and of course those embers going to be a problem with the winds. Yeah, the grass is just starting to catch fire just next to the... This is insane. Structure protection. Yeah, there's one engine in that. Just showing up, because when we got here there was 2. I was going to say, you want to get out over the on the other side? I just was curious. Yeah, Vinny's right. It's moving. You can see it. Yes, I do. What's up? Yeah, I'm using two different radios. 3 minutes, copy. Yeah, I'm using 2 different radios. One radio is very intermittent. The other one's just got static. So when I talk, I shut it off. I mean, I can make out what you're saying, but it's not clean. Holy cow. Oh, there's more mulch. Tree trimmings. Oh, look, the homeless camp is starting to catch fire. The embers are jumping. Yeah, no, they got people. Oh, you did? They're putting it out. Somebody's down there no, they're not. Just keep going. Just a little bit more to the left. You'll see it. Where is it?
Any San Bernardino?
They're moving vehicles down there.
On 2342 flat. Any PD shifts? You've got TV 11 working over the fire northeast of...
I hope those guys got insurance on their cars.
Yeah, it's gnarly. It's pretty serious fire. So compost fire that spread to the pallet yard here, and now everything's going up.
What is it up against right there? Is that a wall?
Down to the watch a little bit to try and do structure protection.
Right, to the right? I mean to the left, sorry. Right in there.
Because of the wind.
It looks like, or maybe it's just smoke.
I'll monitor this freak just in case you guys or anybody comes in down here. I'll monitor this freak just in case anybody comes in down or you guys come in down here. All right, you got it, no problem. Yeah, you do.
We're not any better here. Copy all. We're not any better over here because of the wind? Okay. What about the homeless? Well, the office is on fire. Oh, there's a go-kart. I hope the go-kart doesn't burn. Yeah. Mobile skills. It's crazy. Well, we're just keeping an eye on what's burning out here, and it just continues to burn. It's really interesting. In a way, I know that this is devastating for the people that might be in the area, especially the businesses that are lost, but it's interesting to see how the winds are basically just carrying these flames to spot to spot to spot, and it just works its way along down here, just following the wind path and catching into the brush that's nearby. This started at a business, a mulch business on Brown Street, jumped across the street into a pallet yard, and then that pallet yard caught fire. Then another business that basically deals with tree trimmings also on fire. Then you can see a little bit of line of fire down there. That's just going to be grass. That's part of the riverbed. On the other side of the smoke, there's actually buildings over there. There's a very industrial area. One of the buildings very close to the flames. We came over to this side because we couldn't see what was going on over here, but we do know there is a lot of structure protection down there. Firefighters and their trucks making their way around, being rerouted to hot spots out here, and there are plenty. Now, this is definitely a wind event type of fire. This was being moved because of the winds, and of course the flames being fanned and creating such a bulk of fire and a lot of heat out here. As Vinny keeps panning off to the right of the screen, we actually saw spots where cars literally caught fire across the street from the actual flames themselves. It shows you the amount of heat that gets put out from these fires, and of course these firefighters are down there. They have protective gear, but they're doing what they can just to keep these flames in check. This is what's left of that pallet fire. You got firefighters by that pickup truck there on the right side of the screen. That vehicle literally just caught fire because of the heat being transferred from across the street. That is just amazing to think about. Right now, though, we know that this has become not a major emergency, but a multiple alarm fire, meaning that there are other agencies arriving out here trying to help out to put water on the flames. But again, this fire very active out here in the Riverside Harupa area. Guys, if I went long and you guys are like yelling rap, 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 I don't have IFB. I mean, I kind of do. I can hear them, but I can't talk over the static. So when I go live, I turn it off. I'll take that as got it, copy. Do you think these are homeowners down there that are hauling butt trying to get to their house or something? Those two vehicles are like really moving. Yeah, it looks like they're going. Maybe that's a. Oh, are those horses? That might be horse property down there. Keep going all the way to the right across the street. It's over by the empty field, but it's close to the fire. A little bit more, a little bit more. That's the. Is that? Yeah, that's the property right there, top right. Just 2 vehicles literally just hauled butt into there. Yeah, that's a horse area. That's an equestrian center. I mean, they're not in it. They're on the opposite side of the wind. You know what I mean? Yeah, the horses might be not happy about what's going on. You know, all the fuel from the pallet yard is done. One minute, copy all. A minute? Okay. Who? Marla, I'm just telling you guys right off the bat, our IFB is not so great, so we have a difficulty. We can't do kind of talk around. What we're looking at right here is a huge fire. Multiple agencies right now battling these flames. It started as a vegetation fire, but that vegetation fire was actually a lot. They process mulch. As soon as that mulch caught fire with these winds, it basically blew across the air. Right there at the bottom left, that's also fire department. When they arrived, fire, they really had a just progression. Which way the wind is blowing, that's the direction that the fire is going. Fire department here, no structures other than the ones that have burned in that in those businesses. Guys in the studio. That was a minute 15, by the way. I know, man. It's like I have to listen to it, though. They got the skip loader out of there. That's important. Yep. Oh. Look at that. It just basically they're just putting water on it to slow it, I guess. That last tree trimming pile, that's going to be burning till tomorrow. Yep, they're gonna. That's what they're going to have to do. Wow, that was crazy. Is it a police one or is it just? Yeah. I just think this one firefighter down there, he's just like, yeah. Riverside PD's got some interesting, I don't know, it's just, yep. What's he doing? I mean, he just wants to get closer to see the fire? Maybe he's got a dog in there. He seems to know where he's going because he knew the fence was down. Oh, look, there's some workers. Somebody calling us? They're losing us. They're losing our picture. Saddle. Yes. Yeah, I can hear you. What's up? I can hear you. All right. Helenet's. Hi. And then, probably by 1:30 or so, we'll be heading back to base, I'm hoping. Because, our shift is for us to land and get back up. That, even if they're going to have to get fuel or however it's going to work, even just the swap to get back up, it just doesn't make sense. We'll be end of shift by the time this happens.
SoCal helicopter TV alone?
Yeah, and then CBS will be without an aircraft altogether. Now the IFP is working, but the desk radio isn't.
SoCal approach, how do you read helicopter TV-11?
Oh. Well, okay. Don't have to get back to me. I would get back to Helenet. And unless Andrew's like, well, Stu, plan on staying till 5, you know, then you got to talk to the crew. Then they should send a helicopter with a crew out here. Besides me. Oh my gosh, I can't hear you.
TV-11, do you copy?
Maybe they can get Justin in a new pilot, and then then they can swap it.
SoCal helicopter TV-11, do you copy? TV-11, south of Riverside, 3,700 for 8,000 to work over the TFR southbound. Yeah, confirm that he will. Zero 0234, I believe he said, TV-11.
Wow, check out the dust blowing down there.
All right, well, I'd like to climb to 8,000 to work on top of the TFR. Thank you.
I know. I'm hoping these texts get through. Otherwise, you know, now Mueller is like, he's asking me for insight into the situation. All right, that's okay. It's delivered. Oh. Was somebody talking to us? Yes, the coronavirus is real. What? The entertainment reporter? I worked with him. Oh, wow. I worked with him on the junkets. Well, that's sad.
1340. South 11 on the switch. So tower South
All right,
11 on the
Gavin.
switch. Time will be 7,000. 138,000 will be working the bond pilot CSR on top. Yeah. Okay, no, we're still climbing, so when I get there, I'll hold it to you.
We can't. We don't have oxygen. Ooh, that's light, nice and clear. Go ahead. Go ahead.
240,
Oh, okay. All right. You heard that, right? We're over the fire till 1, and then go to Ontario and swap aircraft. Look. The desk, but that came from, it wasn't, they got that information from a manager. I don't know. I don't know if it's scalar. I don't know if it's, doesn't make a difference. I'm not gonna get in this fight. This is, this is one of the ones where I don't, well, that's what I told him. I said, if you guys want to run a second chopper, I got to talk to Vinny, but I'll stay. But just if you want to run a second chopper, you should, bring out another pilot, so that we can keep flying. Vinny, do you want to stay late? Okay, copy all. So it's just the principle of the thing. All right, copy all. Hang on. I'm going to turn my mic off and tell you.
I want at base, do you copy 29 effects?
Oh, you missed it. We're just swapping helicopters to fly home. You wanted to meet us at John Wayne? Okay. Hey, assignment desk, if it's not too late, could you get, oh, you know, we could do it too, we can get a hold of dispatch. Could you have them meet us at John Wayne instead of Ontario? John Wayne instead of Ontario. Ontario is, it's a long story, but it's airspace and in getting up to where we need to be, it's just a problem. Could you have them meet us at John Wayne?
All right, we'll do no problem.
I hear you. Could you get a hold of dispatch? Go ahead, go ahead.
Base 29 FX, can you hear me? I can barely hear you scratchy.
Right.
Can you hear me?
We're going to give it a shot. I don't know if the radio is going to hit dispatch.
Right, so what's the plan here? Because we're all getting pretty smoked out from having flown in the smoke all day. Can't really stay out here and do another 2 or 3 hours.
Can you get a hold of dispatch from here?
Shifts, so that's the number one thing. The number two thing is if they're going to swap shifts, they have to meet me in John Wayne. I'm not going back into Ontario.
Copy.
Yeah,
all right,
we
got it taken care of. We're going to meet at John Wayne.
If we're going to do a swap, I'm not sure why we would do the swap since we can fly all the way back when we're done at 1, but somebody needs to figure that out. Why are we swapping aircraft when we can fly back? No, I'd like to know from the management why we're swapping out when we can fly all the way back and finish our shift. Yeah, I can't understand you now, so.
No. Yeah, well, Newsom's talking. Or he was talking. What happened?
What's that?
Were you in a commercial?
My radios suck. So try to go to like 02 or 2285. Go to 2285 if you can hear me. Can you hear me on 85? Yeah, I got you. What's up? Okay, yeah.
You know, I don't dislike the whole go for a bike ride, go outside, but it just adds to it. It's like go do stuff, but don't go to a business. Don't go shopping.
If you get there before us, tell ACI they need to keep room for us. If they throw us on the outside side of the airfield, we're not going to be able to swap aircraft. All right, thanks. Bye. T11's on the switch, 124.1. TV11's on the switch, 124.1. 17, thank you.
Yeah, this will be out tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow morning, but it'll be out. No. Yes. That falls into what I was trying to explain. Well, they might be here in time. Who knows? I don't know. Are they en route already? All right, so, yeah, so. Just to mess with them. So what's going to happen to all these masks and everything when this is over?
Air track you guys up on 136.
They should make the COVID quilt out of it. Sew them all together.
Yeah, it's just TV11 working on top again, TFR 8000.
Maybe they closed it.
Right, 3025, I see you tooling around there at 6, we're at 8, and we'll give you a heads up when we bug out. Thank you. That's firm, TV11.
But I think some of it is previous burn also. It's just so recent we can't tell the difference. Well, I'm still going to go exercise on Saturday. No, I'm going to go riding. I'm going to go to the beach. Looks like he's just flying around. They don't like media? Oh, really? Oh, here's DC. Yeah, for sure, the DC's passing underneath us, Vinny. 1 o'clock. Low, very low. Oh, you're ahead of him. Oh, that's the Orion. The DC's here. To the left. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I just saw him out. Yeah, there he is. Or is that the MD-80? No, it's a DC. It's the MD-80. I'm too big to fall through the cracks. Yeah, that Congress holding everything up. That was some really good Pollo Loco. Up, gears down. Slow him down. Pardon me? You know, all of a sudden I'm feeling like, gosh, I just need another 2 Red Bulls. No, I tried them. I just didn't like it. Nah, I just didn't like it. Dude, that is so cool. Oh, I am so jealous of Vinny right now. You have no idea. Oh, there he goes. When he noses it over like that, it is so cool. It's just like, whoop. Wonder what that feels like in there. Weightless. Yeah. Did he say his 40 young children? The good people of Los Angeles. The caring people of Los Angeles. No, I believe you. I don't want to spend 40 minutes trying to get back to the airport. Oh. Where the COVID lands, you never know. For hotel workers. Oh, health workers. Yeah. Well, it's like we know as marshland. Yeah. Yeah. $1 billion. Wonderful. They're wonderful. Diapers. Yeah, true. For COVID. What happened? Oh, sweet. Just because you got the vaccine doesn't mean that you can't catch the COVID. That's what the next one's going to be. Just watch. All right, it's 1 o'clock. Should we start heading back to John Wayne? Where's 2-9? They're not in constant contact with you? Bastards. Let me double check with the assignment desk. Skyfox, assignment desk. Ooh, that was loud. Copy, thank you. I think that's a prerequisite to be at the assignment desk. Have to be a mind reader, huh? She's just double checking with everybody before she clears us. Pier 1? I thought they went out of business. They had nice stuff, but it was just crazy expensive. Yeah. But I think those big price tags just scare everybody off. You know, you're just like, True. Or Ross. Go ahead, assignment desk. We don't have any kind of mapping system at all. Copy all, no problem. It's not me being facetious or any kind of anything, but when they get in 2-9, when they get in the primary helicopter, that has the mapping system, and they can do that stuff. Copy all. Copy all. And then both helicopters are going to fly back to Van Nuys. It would be a flight of 2. It would be like the Helinet Air Force.
John Ray, SoCal, Cap Team 11 all done. Like to head south, clear off top of the TFR and then descent landing, John Wentz. Alright, VFR descent first. Air attack, helicopter Team 11, if you're up clearing south, be clearing out on top of the TFR. We'll see you. Thank you. Take care.
Oh, we're going to have a, flight of 2. Unless they brought the CBS guys in early. I'm just you are. That's what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. I told you the reason. It's the only logical reason. Emotion.
All right, over to 126.
What about people who don't want to take it at all? Of course. No. Why would we? We're just flying back, right? All right. Fall into the LZ. What's going on in that restroom where they got to put it way out in the field all by itself? Wow. You do? Told you they were here. Those guys are quick. Hadfield or who? So if you stay in this aircraft and Duffin flies us back, do you have to do paperwork? Okay. No, that's what I'm saying, but what if you stay in this one? See what I'm saying? Wouldn't that save paperwork? All right. Not that I don't want to fly with you. That's not what this is about. Stop being so emotional. Why'd they bring what's his name? I always
like saying,
Phil, look, they didn't even get out of the aircraft. They're at ACI and they didn't get out of the aircraft. What is wrong with these people?